Hey everybody, it's your buddy John Boy here again. It's about almost 2 o'clock in the morning here in East Tennessee. But I'm up doing a little video tonight, sober barbecue video. One more day on the January 20th, it'll be my 1 year anniversary of being sober, or my sober birthday, as everybody likes to call it. And I've been alcohol free for almost a whole year, just 1 day shy, and I don't see any problem in getting it right now. But anyway, I'm going to read out of the Just for Today book and kind of show you all a little bit of what I'm doing. Talk a little bit about this. I got a pretty nice little subject. I'm reading out of the Just for Today book. Today's subject for January 19th is making mountains into molehills. This is a very, very good reading. Puts a lot of things into perspective. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. It starts off by saying, when we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably. That comes from the basic text, page 99. Some of us seem to make mountains out of molehills with our problems. Even those of us who have found some measure of serenity have probably blown a problem far out of proportion at some time in our recovery. And if we haven't done so yet, we probably will before long. When we find ourselves obsessed with a complication in our lives, we will do well to sharply remind ourselves of all things that is going right. Perhaps we're afraid we won't be able to pay our bills for the month. Instead of sitting at the calculator adding our financial liabilities over and over, we can take stock in our efforts to reduce expenses. Following this mini inventory, we continue with the task at hand and remind ourselves that as long as we are doing the footwork, a loving higher power will care for our lives. My higher power is God. Mountain-sized problems happen sometimes, but we don't need to create them. Trust in a loving God of our understanding will put most of our problems in their proper perspective. We no longer need to create chaos or to feel excited about our lives. Our recovery gives us countless real-life opportunities for excitement and drama. And the Just for Today thought, I will take a realistic look at my problems and see that most of them are minor. I will leave them that way and enjoy my recovery. I had a real big problem blowing everything out of proportion. Always wondering why me. Well, that why me was for a reason. It happened to me for a reason. A lot of it was my own daggum fault. And a lot of people just don't want to realize that or face the facts of that. A lot of the crap that happens to us is our own daggum fault. And we have nobody to blame but our daggum selves about it. It's all on how you take the bad stuff. Before, I'd turn to the bottle. I'd drink. Today, I sit out here and cook. I'll meditate. I'll pray. That's one of the main things is, getting in touch with your higher power, getting in touch with God. That's helped me more than anything. And some of the meetings that I go to, that's all we'd really talk about is how much, God's blessed us and helped us. And, it's the honest truth about the matter. A lot of times we just need to sit back and chill and take things into perspective and think. It's not as bad as it seems. It could be worse. I'm not in the grave. I'm not dope sick or hungover. I'm not in jail. I went to the jail tonight and talked with a bunch of inmates about recovery and talked to them about getting their higher power, getting God in their life, and what an impact it's made on my life. We had a really good response, and a lot of people attended our little service and our little meeting tonight. A lot of people laugh at what we're doing, but you got to get the word out there somehow. You got to get the word of Christ out there, and got to get the word of recovery out there. There is hope. There is a better life. You just have to choose to do it. But anywho, we'll get to the barbecue part of this sober barbecue here. I'm going to try to flip my phone around, but I don't think it'll do it. And it won't do it. But anywho, I'll try to get a light on here and fix everything up to where y'all can see what I've got going on. I've got some Boston butts on, and I've also got a wild hog pork shoulder on right now. Later on, I might go live or send some pictures. I'll have several racks of baby back ribs on, and some deer tenderloin, some deer chops. And then I've got some burn ends I'm going to put on later, some brisket burn ends. So, anywho, without further ado, I will get up here and show y'all what's going on. Hope y'all see all this. But we got our butts up in there pretty good. Got 4 of those pretty good sized ones, and got that wild hog shoulder. Hope y'all can see that all right. Well, I got my homemade rub on them. I've got a special rub just for my pork shoulders, or butts, people call them. Different ones for my ribs, something a little spicier. And then got a special one for the deer, of course. And then my brisket, it's beef, and you got to treat it like beef, so I got a whole different one for that. I hope y'all get some things out of this video. Please leave your comments. Feel free to send me a message. Just want to talk. Talk recovery. If you want to talk about God, give me a shout. Y'all have a blessed day. See you, bye.